Welcome to the final form of Project Tank. This power meter box here is authentic, and it took an afternoon to gut it so that we could squeeze in a monitor with only a 1/4 inch of clearance all around so that we could have some looping video on it. It was very much worth it. Gotta have those loops. The whole point of Project Tank is for an awesome gaming experience. And you may be thinking, because you've probably noticed the laptop on bottom and the somewhat clickbaity title, but this laptop does have a full GTX 1070 in it, which is plenty good enough, even by today's standards. And the monitor we have in here, which we'll get to later, is 1440p, 75Hz, with FreeSync, but thanks to updated drivers from NVIDIA, we can access that variable refresh rate. So this power meter box, besides just housing a cool looking monitor in it, also allows us to route a lot of the cables to the inside of this box. Some other features on the outside. First of all, haven't finished the door handle just yet. I'll 3D print that later. Over on this side, we have 3 3D printed warning signs, which was a lot of fun to put together, because I just 3D printed some yellow triangles, 1mm thick, and then I built in black these objects, and then without peeling the yellow off the print bed, I changed over to the black material and told it to print 1mm off the bed, and it just happened to print 2 colors, even though I have a single color nozzle. This laptop has 3 fans for cooling, 1 for the CPU and 2 more just for the GTX 1070. And then to keep the gamer cool, we've got this puppy in the back, which moves 400 cubic feet of air a minute. Not gonna lie, it's pretty loud, so whenever I'm streaming, that's gonna be a problem. One of the goals of Project Tank is to be somewhere from which I can game and stream and have it be an all-enclosed setup. Let's take a look at the streaming setup inside. Let's take a look inside. First try. So as you can see, things are indeed a little cozy, and the audio isn't what I would call ideal, but believe me, it was a lot worse before all of this acoustic foam was put in place. So with the goal of this being streaming, I've got enough display here to keep me happy with it being wall to wall. Our main display here, 1440p, 75Hz. Tried overclocking it, it wouldn't even do 76. Now this isn't completely finished. Ideally the 360 cam is going to have a mount right up here that's going to hang down from the ceiling. But I've got a normal 2-dimensional webcam here as well. Got a couple speakers up there and 2 subwoofers down below. Here's the AC system on full. And I'm sure you can already tell that that's really not going to work for streaming. And if I turn it down to low, it's more tolerable, but again, not perfect for a streaming setup. And that air vent is going to be right behind my head. So we're still working on a vent to help cover up that airflow and have it be not so loud. Now, all this lighting up here is configurable. I can change the brightness. I can toggle specific colors. And if I just want it on white, I can just flip it that way. And again, toggle the brightness. Or I can just have all 3 colors selected. Super useful. This tablet up here is the infamous wall tablet that I've had forever, and the idea is that if I'm streaming, I can monitor the stream and see live chat right there without having to bring in a second monitor. This keyboard and mouse setup does slide back and forth. Things we still need to put in here are a phone charger, because every gaming setup needs one of those, either that or I need a new battery. And then the second control panel over here is going to be populated as well. I think what we're going to do is put in an audio monitoring setup with different level meter so I can see if the microphone's clipping, if the game's too loud, and kind of get an idea that way. But of course, is it any good for playing games and streaming? Let's find out.
Suddenly, montage.
Hey pretty baby, am I in your way? 'Cause you walked out so fast yesterday. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it. Tell me all the reasons that you're running away. I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, no, no. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you. I just wanna dance all night, forget my problems, I might go insane. And now you know it. Hey, little lady said you feel the same, but I don't believe a word you say. 'Cause I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it. Tell me all the reasons that you're running away. I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, no, no. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you. I just wanna dance all night, forget my problems, I might go insane. And now you know it. I feel like you're lying, trying to be real, but you seem so fake. I'm so over trying to move on, but you're in my way. I'm so over trying to move on, but you're in my way. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you, yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, I just wanna be with you.
So while the red looks really neat from my perspective, looking at the camera, not so much. But if I kick on the green, it looks near as it can get to white. If I kick on the blue, no. So as I've said before, it's not completely final. Still need to put in some more soundproof foam on this wall behind me. Still need to do something about that air vent. Probably need to color this in or change the zoom on the camera so it's not in view. But overall, it's getting there. Now, one of the games I had specifically in mind when building this was TerraTech, one of my all-time favorites. So let's fire up some TerraTech. When I actually try streaming this, like somewhat regularly, hopefully, I'll actually start the game over and do a whole walkthrough series on this game, and of course others. But the idea just for today in this upload is to play around with OBS settings and see what works. And also I'm recording everything separately so I can see in 360 how that looks as well. I'm not aware of any 360 live streaming software, but I really haven't looked either. So hopefully that exists and YouTube supports it. Again, haven't looked at all yet, just a neat idea. Is it just me, or does that robot look a little bit like SpongeBob's face? So those bots have to be destroyed because of reasons, and I don't really think this little long boy is going to be capable of that. And I don't think I have... Okay, I do have a cab, so I can build a second robot. Let's see if we can build something real quick to take down those big boys. If you want to run away from the thick boys,
then you can use a little long boy. But to beat a thick bot, you must become a thick bot. Now, batteries explode when they're damaged, kind of like in real life actually. So, gonna try and put those in the middle / back. So that the batteries aren't too exposed. Alright, that should be good for shields and healing. Now it's time to get into the weapons. And I'm out of guns. Probably just going to pull some off the back. The sides are probably where I'm more likely to get hit anyway. Still have no idea how well this robot's going to steer. I imagine the answer is less than I would like. And ironically, that's the same answer to the question, how much do my parents love me? Now, I don't have any RGB for this robot, but we can still put some sick neon underglow on it. Well, it looks like it's super front heavy. Oh, didn't put any radar on him. That's a mistake. Oh hey, I can just leave them to fight each other. Yeah, that robot definitely looks like SpongeBob to me over in the distance. He's making me destroy these parts I just unlocked. Alright, now to cash in on this treasure. 2 of those should be good. If you've seen the movie Mortal Engines, or even better, read the book, then you'll basically kind of get the idea of what TerraTech is. Now, instead of getting too close to that station and having it take these things, I've got a little refinery set up next to one of my auto miners. So it's just auto-generating cash. Ah, that's one of the other things. So, I don't have a lot of the audio cranked up to where I can hear it. It's being recorded in the screen recording, but if I were to actually turn up the sound in here, the subwoofers are very overpowered. That, and I have the breakaway audio enhancement set to bass heavy. So you should be hearing some of it leak into the microphone. More bass than is necessary, that's for sure. And I think that's a good enough proof of concept stream, at least for today. Not that it's a stream, it's a recording. But you get the idea. I think this totally works for streaming TerraTech, and I'll actually try to be more challenging of bigger bots and make it more entertaining in the future, but for having worked on this for about 12 hours and then sitting down for stream and not having any streamer enhancement juice, caffeine, I think I've done a pretty good job with this. Let me know in the comments if this is just utter crap or if it has some potential. Again, not completely finished, got a few things to fix, such as quieting down the cooling, because there's no way that's going to work. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just buy a bigger house with doorways big enough to get this through, and then I won't have to use this because I'll have air conditioning. Should have thought of that before I started building this, I guess, but oh well. As usual, like, share, subscribe. I've got several more big projects that I'm trying to crank out while I still have this commercial space, and I'll see you in the next one.